Well, Leonardo was a unique person in history for what he had accomplished. He was born on April 15, 1452 in Ancino in Tuscany, and lived near Florence. He sadly passed on May 2nd, 1519 at the age of 67. He was a crucial person during the Renaissance for that he did. He was a painter, draftsman, engineer, scientist, theorist, sculptor, and architect, and in the end was considered one of the smartest men to earth.
Leonardo was a very important person during the Renaissance, whether it's him making art like the most famous painting Mona Lisa, or even the iconic painting of the Last Supper. He even dissected bodies to explore the human anatomy, and even designed items we use to this day, like the first ever helicopter, parachute, and even tank.
Da Vinci even studied writing backwards, either because he didn't want to smudge the ink or because he didn't want other people to copy him. He even drew maps, one of which was of Caesar Borgia's stronghold, and another one of China Valley, which was for better overlay of the land for strategic positioning.
At the end of the day, we use Da Vinci's brilliant ideas all the time, whether it's one of his maps, famous paintings, or one of his amazing intellectual ideas, like the parachute, helicopter, or tank. Each one affected our worldviews, like geography because of his maps he had made, our belief because of some of the religious paintings that affected our ideas of what we believed, or even our economy because of his ideas, which builds into our knowledge.
Christopher Columbus, the one who is known for discovering the New World, he was born on October 31, 1451, and is from Genoa, Italy, and died in Vinola, Spain on May 20th. Between 1492 and 1504, Columbus completed 4 round-trip voyages between Spain and America, each voyager being sponsored by the Crown of Queensland. On his first voyager, he reached America's first national group, initiating the European exploration and colonization of the continent, as well as the Columbian Exchange. Have I stumbled across India? Since Christopher Columbus's great expedition discovering the New World, he has affected the modern world's geography and has also brought back lots of rare, changing things like spices, which affected our economy, as well as our beliefs of there being a new world which people not yet believed in. He has also affected geography because of his new land discovery and add areas where a new society would eventually grow.
The Platonic Theology is one of Marsilio's great work, consisting of 18 books by him. Marsilio wrote it between 1469 and 1474, and was published in 1482. The main concern of the books were to figure out immortality of the human soul, and has been described as Marsilio's philosophical masterpiece. He even recommended treatments for the plague at the time. His medical works exerted considerable influence on Renaissance physicians, such as Parlucas.
Marsilio Finso's efforts affected our worldviews because of how we thought certain ways, religion-wise, because of his book about human souls, which has also affected our beliefs. It also gave us a timeline of what we thought at some point, as well as his medical suggestions, advancing us further, faster, and increasing our knowledge.
Michelangelo was born on March 6, 1475 in Cambrils and died on February 18, 1564. He was also a renowned sculptor, poet, and painter, each succeeding well and helped evolve art for centuries to come after the Renaissance.
Some of his famous works of art that he had made are the sculpture of David, which was carved out of discarded Bach marble, and the frescoes on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, 1508-12, in the Vatican, which included the iconic depiction of the creation of Adam, interpreted. Celestial Love is also a famous poem he created.
He affected our religious worldview because of his religious sculpture and painting he had created, which helped us believe in a certain way. He also affected time because of how his art advanced other art throughout the years and continued to prosper a new style into modern time. Likewise, he also improved our knowledge of human anatomy, which helped him make more realistic sculptures and paintings.
Galileo was born on February 15, 1564 in Pisa, Italy, and sadly passed away on January 8, 1642. He was excitingly an Italian philosopher, astronomer, writer, and mathematician in every way. He was the first to report the telescopic observations of the mountains on the moon, as well as the moons of Jupiter, the phases of Venus, and the rings of Saturn. He even created the first telescope to be powerful enough to identify and observe planets. Not only that, he was also one of the first people to explore the idea of a heliocentric model, even against the Pope's wishes. He also wrote 4 books explaining the idea of a heliocentric universe. Galileo created one of the first types of the early thermometers. Galileo affected our worldviews like knowledge because of his modified telescope, helping us explore the solar system more fluently, as well as in affecting our beliefs, as well as people's beliefs years ago because of his factual proof, reinstating the idea of a heliocentric universe, and geography because of his exploration of the solar system.